Welcome back to Diary War Global. Tonight, we tear open the curtain shielding one of the world's most dangerous theaters where silent drones now speak louder than diplomacy, where fear stalks leaders in the daylight, and where even dictators dare not breathe without rehearsed choreography. This is not some distant war. This is a global fracture erupting in real time, and it starts with a man named Putin. For years, Vladimir Putin's public appearances were carefully staged masterpieces, crowds of smiling, waving loyalists, many of them FSB agents in disguise. But now the mask is gone. According to Russian opposition blogger Maxim Mirovich, recent footage paints a terrifying portrait. The president of the Russian Federation is afraid of everyone. No more cheering masses, no more choreographed applause, only black-clad shadows circling the route of his motorcade. Every manhole cover welded shut, every lamppost checked for threats. This is not confidence. This is paranoia on display, because Putin knows the war he unleashed is turning on him. What began as a brutal, full-scale invasion of Ukraine has ignited the largest armed conflict on European soil since World War II. Thousands of Ukrainian soldiers, innocent civilians, their blood now stains the maps of this new Cold War. But the Kremlin wants you to believe NATO is to blame, that they're fighting a noble war of defense. Yet Putin's actions betray his words. If he believed in his propaganda, if he trusted his people, why the iron grip? Why the arrests of Russians for simply holding blank pieces of paper? Because this is no longer just authoritarianism. It is totalitarian fear, metastasized. Putin is no longer a strong man. He is a frightened man with nuclear weapons. But Ukraine isn't just enduring, it's evolving. The Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade has just rewritten the rules of modern combat in the Paranoia sector in a world-first operation. They recaptured fortified Russian positions without a single soldier setting foot on the battlefield. Drones, airborne, ground-based, coordinated, deadly FPV, kamikaze drones slammed into Russian fortifications, scattering troops in terror. Then, ground-based unmanned vehicles loaded with anti-tank mines rolled into the chaos. Faced with certain death, Russian soldiers waved makeshift white flags, scribbled on cardboard, surrendering to machines. There were no Ukrainian casualties, no gunfire, no boots on the ground, just surgical destruction and history being made. Drone footage then guided surrendering Russian troops back to Ukrainian lines, not a shot fired. And only then did the infantry move in to secure the ground. This is not science fiction. This is now. The 3rd Assault Brigade's achievement is more than a tactical victory. It is a glimpse into the future of warfare. Aerial drones offer precision, eyes in the sky, target locking. Ground drones bring payload, stealth, and devastating up-close strikes. Together, they form an unstoppable symphony of coordinated assault. These are not multi-million-dollar toys. They are affordable, domestically built, and deadly. They can breach trenches, deliver explosives, clear minefields, evacuate the wounded, resupply frontline units, even hunt enemy vehicles like wolves in a digital pack. Ukraine is showing the world that manpower may be limited, but ingenuity is infinite. And for the first time, a full assault from recon to capture has been carried out by drones. Alone, the rules of war have been shattered. And from the wreckage, a new doctrine rises. So what are we witnessing? In Russia, a paranoid dictator hiding behind security curtains. In Ukraine, a revolution in combat, drones replacing men, cardboard surrender, signs replacing defiance, and across the world a warning that the battlefield, that of the future, is already here. This isn't speculation, this isn't theory, this is a war rewriting history in real time. Thank you for watching Diary War Global. If you want the truth, raw, unfiltered, and from the front lines, you're in the right place. Subscribe now, hit that notification bell, because tomorrow's headlines, you'll hear them here first. And remember, the silence of the drones is louder than any speech. Stay safe, stay awake, and stay prepared. They are affordable, domestically built, and deadly. They can breach trenches, deliver explosives, clear minefields, evacuate the wounded, resupply frontline units, even hunt enemy vehicles like wolves in a digital pack. Ukraine is showing the world that manpower may be limited, but ingenuity is infinite. And for the first time, a full assault from recon to capture has been carried out by drones. Alone, the rules of war have been shattered. And from the wreckage, a new doctrine rises.
After what cause they will be able to arrive. They hunt fighters when they are putting out a fire, the head of state summed up. Zelensky noted that the delay only gives Putin additional time to continue his bloody actions, after he has already played with Trump during months of fruitless peace talks with Moscow. Trump takes the death of people more seriously than Putin. It hurts him more. He talks about it than Putin. He does not feel sorry for his people at all, and they are his citizens, he said. Zelensky noted that sanctions could hit the pockets of ordinary Russians. which in turn could significantly reduce the level of support for Putin and provoke public discontent among the oppressed population. Although many Russians, including prisoners interviewed by the Post, do not understand the meaning of the war and do not support it internally, they are hesitant to express their position because they do not live in a free society, Zelensky explained. However, the situation may change if people begin to feel real consequences. The Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade conducted a groundbreaking operation by employing FPV drones alongside ground-based kamikaze drones to attack fortified Russian infantry positions in the Borova direction. This forced the Russians into panic and allowed the Ukrainians to recapture territory without even setting their foot on the ground, Euromaidan press media outlet reports. The Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade, now the leading formation within Ukraine's 3rd Army Corps after recent restructuring, operates in the Borova direction and is frequently deployed in offensive operations across the entire sector. Renowned for its battle-hardened capabilities, the brigade works closely with local units, demonstrating exceptional planning, tactical precision, and advanced assault methods that set the standard for modern warfare. This status was recently confirmed through an unprecedented achievement. They executed the world's first successful assault entirely using air and ground drones, capturing Russian-held positions without deploying infantry, Euromaidan press says. During the assault, FPV drones first struck enemy fortifications, causing severe damage and panic among the defending troops. Following this, unmanned ground vehicles loaded with powerful explosives moved toward the already battered Russian dugouts. As the first drone, loaded with anti-tank mines, detonated, the Russian soldiers became aware of the imminent death threat and quickly created a makeshift cardboard sign to signal their surrender. With no Ukrainian soldiers physically present to engage, the enemy troops found themselves defenseless against this innovative, drone-only offensive, Euromaidan press says. After their surrender, the surviving Russian soldiers were guided by an aerial drone directly to Ukrainian lines, where they were taken prisoner without resistance. Shortly afterward, Ukrainian infantry calmly entered and secured the captured positions, including nearby forested terrain, without firing a single shot or spilling a drop of Ukrainian blood. Officers from the 3rd Assault Brigade emphasized the significant tactical value of this operation, highlighting that the positions had previously resisted conventional assaults by neighboring Ukrainian units. The success achieved solely through drone warfare marked a crucial turning point. The tactical logic behind the combined use of aerial and ground drones is straightforward but effective. While aerial drones excel in reconnaissance, target identification, and precision strikes, ground-based UGVs offer complementary capabilities due to their higher payload capacity, improved concealment, and ground-level approach. Euromaidan press reports Ukrainian ground drones, many of them affordable and domestically produced, can carry significantly heavier explosives compared to airborne drones, making them ideal for breaching reinforced enemy positions or performing destructive assaults from a new, unexpected perspective. Additionally, ground drones provide versatile battlefield support. Beyond offensive roles, they serve as evacuation vehicles, resupply carriers, or even remote-controlled mining platforms. The 3rd Assault Brigade continues to lead innovation in warfare, marking a distinct evolution in combat operations. Although drones had been extensively utilized before for softening enemy positions, reconnaissance and support tasks, successfully capturing enemy-held territory exclusively through drone technology represents a new era in ground combat operations. Given Ukraine's ongoing manpower constraints and the critical need to minimize human casualties, drone-driven